Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Trying out a new background, something different. So anyway, I wanted to make a video for all of you out there that are trying to become an author and you're trying to promote your work, where you're just trying to just write your work and you're going through the phases of what I would call, you're passing through the desert. I'm experiencing that in my own way with my own stuff. I'm making these videos, this whole series, this whole channel, because I want to help you. I want to help all the other authors out there who really want to write science fiction but don't know where to start, don't know what to do, don't know how to really get going. Once they do start moving, they don't know how to finish it, or they don't know, how to promote it and how to go through all those phases. And while I am not a huge success, I have sold some of my short stories and some of my books. I'm working on continuing to grow my brand, but I want to make this video today to talk about going through the desert. And you are going to go through a time once your book is finished that you are going to feel like, well, what's the point? I work so hard. I make, blog posts, or I make Facebook posts. I post on Twitter, or I post videos to YouTube. I send out, an email list. I network with everybody that I can. My family won't buy my books. You just go through this phase of working so hard, and then you look at, okay, well, how many books have I sold? Okay, how many Kindle Unlimited reads do I have? Am I getting any responses to my social media posts and my videos? And it'll come back with one person, one sale in a month, and it's really, be totally transparent, it is super demoralizing. It makes you feel like you suck. It makes you feel like you don't know how to write. It makes you feel like you just don't even know how to create a good story. Your editing's bad, or your covers are bad. You just start questioning, okay, where am I failing? What am I doing wrong that is making my progress so slow? It does suck, and it's hard. But if you really want to become an author and not just a hobbyist, all of my videos, I'm trying to talk to the types of authors out there that want to do this for real, who want to make money from this and maybe even get so far to make a living, that you're so passionate about writing, or you just have such a desire to tell your stories that you would do this full time. Not just as well, I wrote it just for myself. I've seen people say, oh yeah, well, I wrote this, 400-page book, or I wrote 3, huge books in a series, but they're just for me. You can do that. That's just a hobby though. I'm talking about people who are passionate about being a professional. And when you're that energetic, and it takes a lot of energy to really promote your products. It really does, because odds are you're not super wealthy. You still work full-time, or you're a student full-time. Maybe you have a family. Maybe your hours of your job are kind of chaotic. They're not maybe consistent, or they're all over the place, or you're tired when you come home. There's just a lot of things to do, and you still have to keep writing. You still have to keep pushing forward. So I get it 112%. And I just want to encourage you though, if you're really serious, if you really want this, you got to get down, dig as deep as you can, get up and push forward. You cannot allow your mind and your doubts to stop you. If you're getting bad comments, people are saying, oh, the story isn't that good, or the editing's not that great. Fantastic. You have a direction of somewhere that you can go to start fixing things. But if you have nothing, just crickets, just silence, all the videos you post, all the posts you make, all the stories that you publish, you're getting nothing, maybe 1 or 2. It is tough to keep pushing. But if you are serious, you will have to get through this desert. Everybody, I don't care which author you think of, I don't care of which, creator you can ever find, every single person, unless they've already got a lot of money behind them, a big marketing team behind them, and a lot of hype, because they're well known. Every single other person on this planet and through history, when they've made something new, has to push through this just long stretch of land that is just almost lifeless until finally something breaks and you find the other side of it. You know, while I would love to be a huge, tremendous success right now, I am going through that in my own way right now. Yeah, I may already have, like 9 or 10 published works on Amazon, but nobody still knows who I am. Nobody still cares about my sci-fi universe, Revelations. Not in a wide scale. I'm not making huge changes. You know, I'm not making any sizable checks off of Amazon. Why do I keep doing it? Because I want to. Because this is the thing that I would do if I had, $1 billion in the bank. I would still want to work Revelations. I would still want to see that become a real, well-known, widespread science fiction storyline for people to be entertained and encouraged by. So, if you're really serious, get up, go write, go make a post. When nobody reads it, when nobody posts, you keep going. You don't stop. Don't let yourself, maybe your spouse or your parents or your siblings or your friends are saying, what's the point? Why are you doing this? You're spending all this time or spending all this money in it. If you're really serious, you keep improving and you keep pushing forward. Don't stop for anything if this is really what you want to do. Yeah, you may have to slow down in order to not hurt yourself or not be burnt out or not, maybe you don't have thousands of dollars to spend on editing and a book cover and all these other things. There's a lot of inexpensive ways that you can be creative and still keep pushing forward. And if at the end of the day you still have $0 in the bank, you can't do anything. You can still write your own books, edit to the best of your ability, and still get it published on Amazon for nothing. All it takes is your time. So if you're really serious, get going. Don't stop. I'm not going to.